Yo, 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 back in again, like we never left. Blueprint, it's your boy Duke Will in the building, with your boy, the big boy L.
What up, big dog?
Yes, sir. Back in it again. Yes, sir. Start this one off. Brief moment of silence for the boy Dolph. You know what I'm saying? Hip hop, just as much as the sports culture as anything. So, you know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, Dolph. And just another life going too soon, bro.
Yeah, I feel you. R.I.P. dog. That shit was fucked up.
Yeah. But yeah. There's gonna be a little bit more, you know what I mean?
Serious.
A little more serious episode than normal.
Episode 6, you say 6?
Is it 6?
Yeah, this number 6.
Six. But yeah, ain't gonna be a lot of joking in this one because it's gonna be a little more serious. So we gonna get into the topic of the Chicago Blackhawks scandal.
Yes, we talking hockey.
Hockey out of all things. But when I saw this story, I kind of gravitated towards it because me and my homeboy got kids. And I know I got plenty of friends, brothers, sisters, nieces, nephews, and some of this stuff need to be reported because we trusting these people with our children. And some of these sickos do the weirdest stuff, the most despicable stuff where it's like, do I even want to send my child away to this school and then trust these people, these adults, with my kids' lives when they can alter them? Everything you put in your child, they alter it. Like, it's weird. But, yeah. Story of the Blackhawks. Get into it. Of course, they went on a run, maybe, two years ago, 3. Won the Stanley Cup. But all of that now is like...
When was it again?
I'm
looking up for you. Go ahead.
I want to say 2018, 2019, but anything, all of that is out. Like, it's out. It's it's like a fragment of what it could have been. It's worse than the Astros cheating scandal. Bro, they were inhibiting a videographer, coach, camera coach, whatever you want to call him, to sexually assault and make foreign players.
All right, so that last one was 2015. Before that, 2013.
Okay, so
before that, 2010.
Okay, 2015.
And I want to say they been hiding it since that first one, though, right?
Yeah. So
they done went through 3 championships.
3 championships and have been hiding this for a decade.
Yeah.
And not only hid it, everybody knew. It's like players. Some players knew. All front office people knew. And their excuse was to
not mess up chemistry,
locker room chemistry.
What?
But so you tell me, sexually assaulting prospects isn't ruining team chemistry, but exposing the fact that somebody doing that is ruining team chemistry.
That don't even make sense.
I don't. My thing is, if it was a prominent black coach, this would be covered everywhere. It would be literally no stone unturned. They would have it down to the man financial records exposed and wide open. But this got exposed in the summertime and has been vaguely covered and glossed over.
Yeah.
When this should be at the forefront. This is on some Sandusky type stuff.
Yeah.
And this is with this guy, what we got? What? Yeah, this guy.
Talking about Kyle Beach or Brad Aldridge.
Brad Aldridge.
Motherfucker.
That's his name. We got to put a face on it. No need to call him this guy. Brad Aldridge is a creep. He was accused of doing same thing at Notre Dame and Miami of Ohio. After doing said thing, got a job at Chicago. After being able to resign, not get fired, not even get a leave of absence until the investigation is concluded. This guy got to leave and got a letter of recommendation for future jobs, where he got a job at a high school and sexually assaulted a 16-year-old.
And that's when Kyle Beach.
That's when the prospect, he was a prospect at the time, numbers were pretty much out the roof as a young one, finally broke. Kyle Beach finally broke because he had accused him, but his name was John Doe in all the accusations. And he put a face on it because he felt that if he would have came out and brought this to the light, then it wouldn't have happened to the 16-year-old at the high school that he coached. So it's crazy that
it's
a
like
whole organization.
We just about to say the same thing. The whole entire organization
curbed this, swept this under the rug, and just kept on chugging along like it's nothing serious. But that's the stigma that we are, and I gotta say this for the males, that's the stigma that we are and have been stuck with for a long time, that we can't be taken advantage of. And if we do, keep it to yourself.
Yeah. Because
you're not a man, you're less than a man because you've been taken advantage of by an adult. Bro, that's
yeah, y'all gotta remember, a lot of these hockey dudes, they don't have to like wait college years to go to play hockey.
Right. No,
you can get in early.
Yes, it's like baseball.
Yeah, so I mean, a lot of these kids that's getting on these teams, they are young. Like, they not completely grown.
18, 19-year-old kids, and you got an adult saying, if you don't do X, Y, and Z, I'm going to ruin your career. Something you fought for your whole life. And, we had the little discussion, one of the co-workers, and I said, basically, would you call a female that got taken advantage of?
Oh, yeah, I remember.
Excuse my French, but would you call her a whore? No, you wouldn't. You would call her a victim. But you demean a man, because that's kind of where it went on in the subject. He was demeaning the man, and I'm like, how can you do that when it's totally opposite, polar opposite that way?
Yeah.
And that's the stigma. And that's something we gotta break, because it's people out here being victimized that are male, just as, if not just a little bit less, if not equal to females. And it's being buried because 80% of them won't say nothing because you feel less than a man. The other 10 that say something get trashed ostracized by anybody that you know, or any male that you know.
Yeah.
And then the other 10 come out and it gets swept under the rug, like this situation.
Yeah.
Where organization puts a championship, a fake, piece of metal that get passed around every year, annually, never fails, over exposing a creep.
True.
And what makes it doubles down on the creepiness of the whole Chicago organization their coach, Coach Q, he knew. And he got to coach the Stanley Cup. And he got to gracefully walk in the sunset and resign as well. You covered it up. They buried Joe Pa. They took wins that had nothing to do with Roger Sandusky's creepy ass from a legend. Yeah, I'm not trying to take over Joe Pa because if he knew, he is at fault just as much. Yeah. But the wins and losses had nothing to do with that. They killed him. But they let these two dudes just gracefully walk off in the sunset. And what made it worse, bro, they found a team the year before, I think the New Jersey Devils, $3 million for circumventing the cap and losing draft status. They fined the Chicago Blackhawks $2 million for covering up sexual assault.
Yeah.
That's the stigma hockey's in. A good old boys club, just like the NFL.
Yeah, they nasty.
Just like the NFL, just like the MLB. The only league that's close to getting, semi close to getting where it's socially equal is the NBA.
Yeah. And
that's because Adam Silver is very, very different than polar opposite than David Stern or Paul Tagliabue. He actually listens to the players. But Roger Goodell, Sheep, hockey as a whole, either you've been in the good old boys club, you know somebody in the good old boys club, or you was a hockey guy that was on the hush-hush. That's how you get the jobs. MLB, we know. Y'all cover up steroid scandals, God knows what else goes on, and it stays the same because the owners stay the same. When is that gonna change?
Yeah, well, it's just a lot of covering up and stuff. Like they'll rather, instead of truly dealing with it, you know what I'm saying?
And accepting the fact that it is a problem.
They throw fines at them to try to appease the public.
Yeah.
And then try to limit exposure as best they can.
It's just pander. It's just pander.
That's all it is.
It's basically propaganda. They give you a little bit of, hey, we slapped him on the hand, and everything go back to where it was. You know how it is with most people that don't like to change. They change for a week, maybe two, and they regress right back to the mean. And it's hockey, bro. If it's happening in hockey, please believe me, it's happening in all other major sports. And the fact that this guy came out and openly put a face on it, you got to give him like the utmost respect. So, with that being said, it's got to change, bro.
It's a lot that gotta change about all of them. I mean, like you said, except NBA. I mean, well, they still got shit they gotta change too. But the owners get away with too much. The office people get away with too much.
Yes.
The coaches, like you can just find examples all throughout it of just nut crazy shit. Like it's wild.
And then the owners can quote unquote get away with murder, but if the player get a speeding ticket, they want to find him, suspend him, take his career. I thought with great power came great responsibility.
True.
Uncle Ben said that. Peter Parker. Check it out. Well, yeah, we done with that.
Let's get into. We got another kind of serious subject. Just a lot of bull from one one location is kind of wild.
Well, a little more serious, but basically a crumbling of sorts. I guess I'm gonna give him the You Blew It of the Year award. Vegas, you had a chance, and you blew it.
You did.
Starting with John Gruden, misogynistic, racist, homophobic. What else you want to put on it?
Do you have to say anything?
And he looked like Chucky.
And now he trying to sue the NFL.
Yeah.
Like, you already been outed as a scumbag. And
Now you look even worse.
Even further.
Yeah.
Like, alright.
It's like you digging a grave, your own grave, while digging another grave inside your own grave. Bro, you getting in deeper and deeper, and you only thing you gonna be able to salvage at this point is money.
Yeah.
Because your career in the NFL, especially with how this social media way, that's why social media has its pros and cons, and one of the pros of it is, bro, you can get exposed and people never forget now. And every time you get interviewed, any team talk to you, it's gonna be outrage. You'll never get a job. And guess what, sir? You deserve it.
Get out of here. Who else on this list? Obviously.
Henry Ruggs,
Third.
moment of semi-silence
For that young lady.
for the young lady that lost her life in the accident. So we're gonna give her a moment of silence. Okay. Henry Ruggs, bro. We just talked about this with the incident with the Dallas Cowboys.
Not too long ago,
Yeah, Dallas Cowboys safety, and just like clockwork, Henry Ruggs doing reportedly 156 miles an hour in a residential. Probably flexing. You know how, hey, bro, they're flexing. What it look like now? I bet you $100 to nothing. You wish you wouldn't have flexed that night.
Exactly.
You was already under the influence and you speed.
And you risk a passenger in your own car life.
Along with everybody on the road's life that you encountered.
This don't even make sense. Like, again, we keep bringing it up. They literally have a service that will pick them up anytime.
Anytime. All they gotta do is call. They have, I don't know if some of them, I did a little research. Some of them are equipment managers. Some of them might be like assistant coaches. Trying to basically do an intern. Bro, they literally will wake up at any time of night. Their phone is always accessible, where they will come and pick you up.
Yeah.
But you wanna, I'm sure, make a TikTok or go live, and now look at it. Like, cause all them fans that you had that was following and clicking that damn heart button ain't gonna put $1 on your books.
No, they out there calling your name.
They out there trashing your name
It's over with.
and literally looking at you like you the dumbest dude on earth. And all for what?
Couple seconds.
A couple seconds. A decision that went like that easily, 1 minute this way, 1 minute that way, could have been avoided. One decision this way, one decision that way, could have been avoided. Bro, and now you're looking at prison time, because Las Vegas law, they do not give you probation for DUI, vehicular homicide. If they were to plead it down to manslaughter, you might, but you have vehicular homicide with the DUI tag.
Yeah.
You done. And I hate it, because you were out of that saving tree and had all the promise. You, Henry Ruggs, it was Henry Ruggs, Ruggs and Devontae Smith and Jerry Jeudy, bro. Like y'all, Waddle, and man, that's
disappointing for
it
real.
is beyond disappointing because now 2 lives gone.
Yeah.
For nothing.
True.
2 lives gone. Like your life is over. Even if by an act of God you get out of this without prison time in some kind of way, your life's still over, bro. It'll never be the same.
Yeah, because like everywhere you go and you have to put your name, people know your name for this incident right here more than you playing football.
Alone.
Like this right here, like it's over with.
You know what I was told, and this was by an old head. You can get 1,000 data boys, pats on the back. One old shit moment can kill all of those.
Yeah. Yeah. Shoot, alright. That list ain't over with though. We still got 3 more people we can bring up from this Raiders team.
Who we got next, man?
Damon Arnett.
Yep, the defensive back that wanted to go on social media and threaten a 15-year-old with army guns.
Not only that, he has 2 current lawsuits that he's having to deal with. One being a hit and run, and another he basically spit on a valet and
yeah. Because
was cussing him.
because he didn't have the appropriate ticket. He didn't have the right ticket that lined up with his car ticket. So he spit on the valet, and then going back, piggybacking off what he was saying about the hit and run. Now that wasn't as malicious as it was said to be, or it was announced, because he was late to practice. He got into a wreck. He was right there by the practice facility. He got couple of his homeboys to give the lady his information so they can get the insurance companies involved. He just wanted to make sure, that he got to practice and he get fined. So I understand that.
Yeah.
At least I felt like it would have been a better judgment call to at least show your face to the coach. Hey, coach, I'm here. I'm letting you know I got to deal with this, and then going back to the scene. Now that wasn't as bad. Like I can, you know what I'm saying, excuse you on that. But spitting on somebody, bro, my mom told me a long time ago, if somebody spit on you, especially as a male, or slap you, like they're calling you less than dirt. Bro, come on, man. Like that's a prick move.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, only reason you doing this because you're an NFL player.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Yeah.
If you wasn't in the NFL, if you were a regular day Joe working a regular day job, you wouldn't have did that.
Not at all.
At all.
You would have sat there until they found out where your car was and got everything handled. That's called being patient.
Out of the Bible of Daytona, read by Pastor Pusha T. Don't let money change you, cause if it does, money ain't you. If money change you like that, if it make you that big of a prick, you was already a prick. You just a prick on steroids now.
Yeah. Also, next on the list. Now this one, I guess you can kind of give him leeway because the charges got dropped. But Josh Jacobs, another guy from Alabama, he was arrested in January accused of drunk driving before crashing his car at the airport.
Stop right there. Right there. Run the year back again. Run the month back again.
January.
January, people. January. From January to when did this incident happen? In October with Ruggs?
Yeah. I believe it was. Or, yeah.
Your teammate.
End of October.
Your teammate literally dodges a bullet, get a Monopoly get out of jail free card, and you don't learn from that?
Don't make sense. Yeah, they said his charges were dropped because his blood alcohol level was below the limit.
But bro,
so you just barely.
If I'm your teammate, if you're my teammate, and I almost go down the river on a DUI, if you don't learn from that shit, like, bro, was it? This is why I always harken back to. Was it the culture thing with Gruden? Because as much as he tries to be a player coach, maybe you need to be a little bit more stern, bro. Well, that's dead now, but that's a moot point. But in retrospect, maybe you should have been a little bit more stern, because everything that came from the Lost Oakland Raiders, yeah, that's what I call them, the Lost Oakland Raiders, because that's a blend of Oakland and Vegas. The Lost Oakland Raiders are dead, like all the way around, and it seems to be a cultural problem where the coach let grown men get away with murder and then literally have to deal with a grown man in a murder. Vegas. I already knew that was not a good idea to put a team that was already on the fritz culturally out of Oakland in a hotbed like Vegas. When you think of Vegas, what do you think of? Thank you. I don't even have to say it. It's 3 things in Vegas that you think of. I'm sure we in the same ballpark. That wasn't a good fit. As we see now, Gruden wasn't the best fit. And you offered this man a king's ransom, and look at what your team looks like merely 2 years after you gave him a king's ransom.
Yeah.
Boy.
Right.
Boy. Vegas, you had a chance and you blew it. Simple. Just like that. And the team, and it was crazy, the team finally starting to implode because they losing now. It's like they did everything to keep the ship afloat, and now it's looking like,
oh, I ain't even look. I got one more guy.
oh, it's more.
There's more. I don't even know how to say his name honestly, but I'm gonna try. Yakima Siberin was a wide receiver on their team. He was arrested in February for street racing, right?
Mm-hmm.
But he stopped initially and then took off again for another mile. So they gave him a felony evading
charge.
What is they got going on?
I'm gonna be honest, bro. If I'm Vegas coach, I'm taking everybody car keys. I'm picking up folks in the bus like the churches used to do.
Yeah, in the bus.
I'm gonna get like we got the McCats buses around here.
Yeah.
We scooping people up on the McCat bus. Ain't nobody driving. As soon as you go leave practice, you going home.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have a monitor with everybody's house on it. I need to see you in that camera at least once every 5 minutes. Unless you sleep. Bro. Oh my God, man.
Yeah. But yeah, them Raiders, boy.
The Las Vegas Raiders.
They blew it.
You blew it, bro.
But also, alright, before we move on to because we don't really got no more topics. We just gonna do 3 for 3. Before we move on to the 3 for 3 though, I'm gonna give a little shout out to Cam for getting him coming back to the Panthers, getting them two buckets.
Shout out to Cam. Shout out to Cam for coming back. Like, he shouldn't have got ousted anyway. But people try to go by these analytically driven teams where it's not your, he wasn't your quarterback, that wasn't your coach, you should fire and get rid of both. Bro, that's dumb as hell. Like, I don't give a damn if Bron or Michael is on my team and Phil Jackson is the coach. I don't give a damn if they were my coach and my players. Who cares? Cam built that franchise. Just like I attribute Toronto's rise to Vince Carter all the time, Cam is as much as Carolina as the damn logo.
Yeah. I feel that. Yeah, like, so I'm glad to see him back and
in a system that he knows, bro. It's just the New England experiment was just a cocktail for destruction because it was a system that he couldn't fit in a million years.
I didn't think he fit it at all.
Like in a million years. That's why Mac Jones is doing as well. And I'm so tired of this blasphemy that Mac Jones looks better than Brady in his first career starting year. Shut up. Shut up forever. In a pass-driven league, of course he looks better than Brady. You do realize mediocre quarterbacks are averaging around 4,000 yards a season now. Back in Brady's time, 4,000-yard quarterbacks were MVP considered. Yeah. Jesus, like these folks are weird, man. True. Stop. This is what makes some of these athletes crumble because you put unnecessary pressure on them that is really almost unfair to them. Like Mac don't want to be Tom Brady. Mac does not want to be Tom Brady. He couldn't put his body in Tom Brady's shoes. So stop trying to put this. Is Bill winning a divorce? Cause bro, until December, don't talk to me about Tom Brady, and that's another subject for another day. But Brady them don't look good in November. Do a little research about Tom Brady. Just like LeBron don't necessarily put his foot on the pedal until after All-Star break.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he really don't. Then. Like,
Tom Brady plays. You will know how far any set Tom Brady team is gonna go in the month of December. If they losing in December, I'm gonna be like, okay, maybe this ain't their year. But bro, pump your brakes. Once again, just like in any other sport, it's trap games. Going into Washington, everybody thought that they were just gonna lay down, and they didn't. Taylor Heineke is trying to prove a point. Big kudos. Mm-hmm. You won't make the playoffs. You'll probably be in the Tank Bowl right along with Detroit and Waxonville and the wingless Jets, the flightless Jets, the other red-headed stepchild under the basement New York team. Because you think of two other New York teams before you even think about the JETS, flightless Jets. Even though the Giants stink.
They're supposed to be starting Flacco.
Who?
The Jets. Because Mike White, you see what Mike White did this weekend? He had like what? He threw like 4 picks or something like that.
Yeah.
And then had the nerve to say he should have been drafted first pick or first round, something like that. I don't see it.
But I ain't gonna lie, Flacco might not be an upgrade because that boy last few years have been boo-boo.
I don't see it.
He is trash. You literally ran off the banner of that great defense and Ray Rice, the woman beater, as your running back. And Anquan Bolden as your receiver. Pound for pound, one of my favorite receivers ever, because as far as I can muscle the ball out of anybody's hands, that boy right there was nice. He saved Flacco countless times. So I have zero faith. I have about this much faith for Joe Flacco, about as much as I got from Captain Fat Fuck, Big Ben Roethlisberger.
Yeah, I guess we can go to the next subject. What we got? 3 for 3.
Go to that 3 for 3. Get a little bit more lively in here. Bring it back up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, what we got, L?
So we got the first one. We're gonna do college Michigan State versus Ohio State. That's number 7 versus number 4, right? Something like that, yeah. So Ohio State minus 19.
Hell no, Michigan State. Like I don't think necessarily Michigan State gonna win, but I don't think Ohio State is 19 points better than Michigan State. Their defense is Swiss cheese as hell.
Yeah, I'm gonna ride with Michigan State. I mean, obviously Ohio State will win, but if they do,
I don't necessarily think it's gonna be as easy as a game as they think it's gonna be to win.
Like they gonna have to really play to win.
Yeah, and but yeah, I think I got Ohio State squeaking it out to win, but I don't see 19 points.
Yeah,
nah, hell no. What
so,
the hell would the odds make us think?
Michigan State.
What Ohio State team was they saying? But yeah.
Alabama versus Arkansas. Alabama minus 20.5.
Yep, Arkansas, I'm gonna be honest, I got Bama on this one, even 20.5. I got them beating y'all at least 3 scores or better.
I do too.
I have zero faith in the Arkansas team, and even though I'm not a Roll Tide fan, I am from this area, so I have no choice but to be able to watch and cover this team. Yeah.
Check this out.
Pig suey finna be stew.
Think about it. After that loss that we took, that's like Saban want to send a message. You know what I'm saying? This gonna be a game where I feel like he send a message. So that 20 points, y'all make it even throw a few more points on that. For real.
Yeah, it just ooh.
So next we got Clemson versus Wake Forest. Wake Forest is number 10. Don't sleep. And they have a better record than Clemson. But Clemson minus 4.5.
I got, man, it's crazy. Yeah, I got Clemson. I'll take Clemson. I feel like that will happen already.
All right, well, just to spice it up a little bit, I'm gonna take Wake Forest. I ain't really watched them play particularly, but
I couldn't tell you about them.
From what I'm seeing, I'm gonna just say maybe I'm gonna take Wake Forest, even if Clemson do win. Maybe by just 3 points.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They've been struggling some. They got 3 losses, I believe. Right. So they can mess up a little bit.
Right.
All right. I guess we're going to do NFL now.
Big boy league. Big boy.
Browns versus Lions.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to do Browns minus 11.5.
I got the Browns. I believe the Detroit Lions on Tank Bowl Central right now. They probably tanking for a first pick. Not sure who they really eyeing, but I believe Detroit might go winless again. I think they're at what, 0-8-1, 0-6-1, something like that. Yeah, they stink. So yeah, they probably go another winless season. So I got the Browns covering.
I'm taking the Browns too. I just don't like the Lions, period. Like,
they run them franchises like the Sacramento Kings that we never have faith in.
Yeah.
It's like, here they go on TV again. And I still, look, NFL, I don't give a damn about the tradition. Take Detroit ass off Thanksgiving. Yeah. We tired of seeing them get thrashed. Like, we tired of seeing them get thrashed on Thanksgiving. Like, it's just like whatever other team is playing Detroit, it's pretty much 75% of the fans is in the stadium at that day. Like, bro, take them off of TV. I don't give a damn about their tradition. Yeah. You can keep the Cowboys on there. That's cool.
Yeah.
But please get
rid of them Lions.
Get the Lions off of TV on Thanksgiving. Like, it's like an upset stomach on already a full stomach. I don't want to be eating dressing and watching the Lions.
Speaking of the Cowboys on Thanksgiving, all right, this weekend they got the Chiefs.
Mm-hmm.
Chiefs minus 2.5.
Man, it's gonna be a good game. Man, it's gonna be a good game. I actually got the Cowboys losing this game for the simple fact that I just don't see the defense that you were seeing early, and they kind of getting exposed. You say they did against the Falcons, but everybody beats up on the Falcons.
Count.
They trash.
That don't count.
Like they, once again, I bring it up all the time, they still ain't got over the disease called 28-3.
Alright, yeah, I'm riding with the Chiefs too. I feel like Pat Mahomes is trying to prove something now. So this is the game right here where he does it. You know what I'm saying? This is your statement game. Alright, I was bullshitting earlier. I'm back on my shit.
Because even last week you did a lot more checking down to the running back. Like, bro, you don't
pay it off.
Yeah, you don't have to gamble all the time. You got a running back that now you still do your crazy stuff every now and then, because the jump ball to the running back in the end zone, I was like, whoa, that's a running back. But he caught it. So I mean, this is a result.
Reliable.
It's a result oriented league, and results pay. So hey.
All right. The last one we're gonna do is the Cardinals versus the Seahawks. Cardinals -2.5.
Is Russ back, or we still looking at Bino Gino?
I want to say Russ is back. I'm pretty sure. Let's see. But I think Russ is back. I think he wasn't he back this last week.
Was he?
He didn't get to do much, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, like they didn't really do too much. I'm fixing to check for you though.
But if Russ back, because I'm gonna be honest, Cardinals one of them teams. Yes, I picked them as the hopeful and all that, but man, they so indecisive.
Yeah. Russell Wilson back because he didn't do shit against the Packers. Remember?
Oh yeah,
he had 2 picks.
Yeah. Man, like I said, I really want to go. Forget it. I'm gonna go because I picked them to be the team. I'm gonna go with Arizona to cover this because I said I felt like they was gonna be the surprise team, and as much faith as I don't have in Arizona, like consistently, I have even less for the Seattle Seahawks because they almost still ain't got over the disease called throwing the ball on the 1 yard line.
Yeah, I'm riding with the Cards too. Right now, I'm just seeing a lot of. I mean, maybe it's just because of the Wilson injury, just a lot of dysfunction. Like, I got Tyler Lockett and
he did nothing. And DK Metcalf, like sophomore season, has been trash. No disrespect, like none at all. But it ain't been what I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah. But all right, that's it for the 3 for 3. But before you do the little outro and shit, I wanted to say you beat me in fucking fantasy football this weekend. Yeah. You better hope I don't make it to the playoffs because I know I'm gonna beat you next time.
Yeah, what he said.
Yeah, I'm hating.
Y'all heard that?
I came up with the idea for the league, and I got the worst record.
Let me dance like that.
Oh my god!
Y'all know what it is, man. That's Hey, and what's crazy? I barely beat him.
What, like 4 points
yeah, and it was because Tyler Higbee got a touchdown. And you end up having Cooper Kupp there. Yeah. And the fact that Cooper Kupp didn't score and that's what Higbee scored that one touchdown. Yeah.
That was crazy. But yeah, I guess we're going to get out of here then. Sure.
Blueprint Episode 6. Hope we didn't get a little too morbid, but y'all do need to listen. And make sure y'all do a lot of researching on the people that's watching y'all kids in these sports. And any coach, assistant, just don't be a fucking creep. And y'all already know our motto here, the Blueprint. Shoot for the moon. If you miss, you still among the stars, man. And we out.
wanna make a killing, 'cause the sky's the limit. Hands up in the air because the sky's